Okay, the topic at hand is dumb excuses for not getting a colonoscopy. And believe me, we've heard them all, and they're right up there with the dog ate my homework. But if you're watching this, either you need a good laugh or you think your excuse will stump us, and you really don't need a colonoscopy. Let's see if we can cover both of those with a countdown of 7 of the dumbest excuses for not getting a colonoscopy. Number 7.
Hey, if I had a family history of colon cancer, I'd be there in a second. I mean, I don't mess around with that kind of thing, but no one in my family has ever had colon cancer, so why get a colonoscopy?
Yeah. Okay, that's about as smart as thinking that if everybody in your family made straight A's in school, you didn't have to study. Guess that one's yours, huh?
Huh?
Sure. If you have a family history of colon cancer, you have a higher risk of getting it. But 75% of the people who are diagnosed with colon cancer have no family history at all. And while many families celebrate the first in their clan to do something, being the first in your family to have colon cancer is not exactly an achievement you want to celebrate. Number 6.
I can't do that prep stuff. I mean, not eating for like 12 hours or something, and then taking that laxative stuff so that you're like going to the bathroom all the time until your colon is totally empty or something. I just don't think it's healthy.
Well, you know, getting colon cancer because you don't want to do the prep for a colonoscopy is definitely not going to improve your health. That's for sure. Okay. The prep isn't a laugh riot, but it isn't going to hurt you to do without solid food for a few hours. I mean, you can still have gelatin and clear liquids. It does not include alcohol, by the way. Number 5.
It's just the idea of being there with my derriere on display and the doctor finagling a camera up there. Way too embarrassing.
Oh. Whoa! Now that's what I call a rump roast. Okay, all kidding aside, there are some modesty issues involved here. But this is a prime example of the anticipation being much worse than the reality. See, the thing you have to remember is that you won't remember a thing, thanks to some excellent medication. Besides, the doctor is focused on the monitor, not your tuchus. Now, you may have spent your life in the gym in order to have a particularly good-looking one, but for the medical staff, one caboose looks pretty much like another. Number 4. All right, folks, thanks for watching the
I don't
network
have
today.
any symptoms. If I thought there was a problem, that would be one thing, but
Thanks for calling.
I feel fine.
Okay.
Please hold.
I hear you. But here's the thing. Life is not a movie. There is no scary underscoring to let you know that the guy with the chainsaw is waiting for you on the other side of the door. Oof. In real life, bad stuff can happen without warning. In fact, most people with cancerous polyps don't experience any symptoms until it's too late. So, if you don't have symptoms, great. But you might just want to think seriously about getting someone to take a look inside that dark pipe that is your colon before you assume the coast is clear. Oh! Number 3.
Yeah, I know they say you should start having them at 50. But you know, doctors are like mechanics. They're always trying to get you to have things done now that you really don't need to do until much later. Oh, sure, they call it required maintenance or preventive screening. Whatever. Make it sound important. But it's really just because there is nothing else wrong.
So, let me guess. You drive faster than the speed limit? You ride on those tires a little past the recommended mileage? You let your brakes squeak before you get them checked? I mean, you know, we've all put off having an oil change from time to time. And chances are, our car will continue to run fine. And I suppose that's true of having a colonoscopy. You could wait. Your body could keep chugging along with no problems. Thing is, of course, if your luck runs out and your car quits on you, you can usually get it repaired. And if it can't be repaired, it can always be replaced. I don't think it's quite that simple with your body, though. I mean, sometimes you can get the damage repaired, but there is no replacement option. See, it makes a whole lot more sense to prevent damage in the first place. And regular colonoscopies can prevent colon cancer. See what I'm driving at? Number 2.
You know, I keep meaning to do it, but I just can't fit it into my schedule.
All right, let's stick with the car analogy for this one, shall we? It's never really convenient to have your car in the shop, is it? But having your car in the shop for a day and knowing that all systems are a go when you pick it up is a whole lot better than driving it until something goes seriously wrong and it's out of commission for a week, right? Same thing with a colonoscopy. You spend a small amount of time getting checked out and having any polyps removed that might cause trouble in the future, and you're good to go for a few years at least. You put it off until you start having symptoms, and it could be too late. Seems pretty simple to me. Here is the number 1 dumbest reason for not getting a colonoscopy.
I'm afraid they'll find something.
You know, that's a legitimate fear. But it's the dumbest reason of all for not getting a colonoscopy. See, the thing about colon cancer is that 90% of the time it can be prevented. Prevented! And the way to do it is by having regular colonoscopies as recommended by your doctor. Because if they find something like a polyp, then they take it out before it has a chance to become cancer. Which means the only thing to be afraid of is waiting. So stop making excuses and make an appointment. Then you can celebrate the fact that you have prevented colon cancer. So, here's to you. Bottoms up.